Hi Aquarius, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot, and I'm here to do your September weekly reading for the week of September 8th to the 17th. I'm going to extend it a couple of days so I can get on a Monday to Sunday rotation. I'm using the playing cards for the weekly readings and also the Good Tarot. So what are the messages for Aquarius, September 8th to the 17th, 2018. I want to say thanks for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, donations. I appreciate it all. I appreciate everyone who participated in the HUGAF challenge. And I'm sure someone else did too. Ah, they are ready. Okay, I got you. You got a couple that jumped out here. I'm going to look at them. All right. You got the 6 of spades, the 2 of hearts, the 2 of diamonds, and the 8 of clubs. So it's kind of steps backwards, but there's some sort of passionate meeting here that could cause you to move residence. You might move in with someone. It's looking like to me that's a possibility in the future. You're moving something. It could be also in business. It's something that was frustrating you. Something's frustrating you, but there's going to be positive steps taken. You're going to have meetings where things are happening for you. Normally, this is about passion, but I think here it's about business and finances. You're having meetings about your future, an opportunity for you. Okay, let's throw those back in, give them a last shuffle, and then we'll do the spread. So I'm doing a clock spread, which has 13 cards in it, and that represents the 13 moons. All right, I think they're ready. And I'm kind of reading them in groups of 3, just to go a little quicker. I usually do anyway. That's how I kind of look at them, in groups of 3 all the time. Oops. Here we go. So your first 3 cards, I like to look at them like this. You have the Queen of Clubs, the 3 of Spades, and the Queen of Spades. So these are 2 dark women. One has brown or hazel eyes. The other one has very dark brown or even black eyes, most likely. And it could be 2 men as well. Anyway, there's some sort of breakup. Could be male and female as well. You know, a dark person breaking up with it. It could be you breaking up with someone, or someone broke up with you. But even if it didn't happen right now, it's still on your mind. You're still heartbroken over this, okay? Still heartbroken. So next you have the 2 of Spades, the 10 of Clubs, and the King of Clubs. Any one of these court cards could be you, Aquarius. You have to decide. So this is male or female with brown or hazel eyes. The club people, they're dynamic, they're assertive, very social, honest and loyal too. Anyway, this is a meeting you know, it's kind of a meeting that, like, a breakup of a partnership. You know, usually it's a meeting that isn't going well. But this one is, I think. This one is. That 10 of clubs is about, you know, attaining stability and secure, more like stability in your life. It's also, and that's through business and achievements, things that you've been able to achieve. You know, it's so funny that this card is coming up. Because this morning I thought of this, and I didn't know why, but I knew that there would be a reason. And here it is. So, you know, a lot of people right now are looking at themselves and thinking, you know, where am I going? What's going on in my life? What direction I'm taking? Like, everything's going wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. And they're kind of looking at themselves with all this doubt, and because there's been a lot of stagnation, you know, this year. Lots of ideas are formulating in our minds, but what are we doing with them? You know, we're just kind of stuck here. Here we are. But I have an exercise, if anyone wants to do it. It's really, really a good exercise to kind of acknowledge what you actually have been able to accomplish. So you draw a line. You take a piece of paper and you draw a line across it. And at one end you put a 0, and at the other end you put the age you are now. And you put a tick for every 5 years from the 0 to the age you are now. And in that 0 to 5 years, you might have said, oh, you know, we moved a couple of times, and then I went to this public school, I got bullied, whatever. And then from 5 to 10 years, you know, what you experienced in that time. Maybe you went to Cubs or Brownies or Scouts and got a lot of badges and learned a lot of skills. Who knows? But every 5 years, mark the things that you had to go through, you know, emotionally, that was difficult on you, but also what you were able to achieve in those times. And, you know, you'll just be putting one thing here and one thing there on it, and eventually you're going to be filling that thing up, and you're going to look at it, you're going to take a look at it, and you're going to go, wow, look at all the things I was able to achieve, even though I had so many challenges. I went through so many hardships and difficulties, but I was still able to achieve all this in just this time. You know, and maybe we should be looking more at what we've been able to achieve and do in our lifespan so far. We're always in such a rush to, oh, got that done. Okay, what's next? Okay, now I got to do this, and okay, well, that's done. You know, and almost throwing away these accomplishments once they're achieved as if they're nothing. And that you really should be celebrating them instead of saying, oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not, you know. This is a different way to look at your life thus far. So I just want to put it out there, because that's what that 10 of clubs is about. It's about looking at what you've been able to achieve in your life so far, summing up in a way, you know, before you're ready to move forward with, and you know, it might be, you know, sometimes we need to pause and reflect and kind of look at our options and where we want to go. Well, maybe you need to look back and think, okay, actually, I'd like to do this. Maybe it'll give you a different, new, wonderful perspective on where you've been, where you're going. So your next 3 cards is the 3 of Hearts, the 7 of Spades, and the 5 of Diamonds. You know, it's kind of funny. I just said all that. Sometimes I say things and I don't know I'm saying them. And it gets me into trouble, and other times it's a good thing, like now. So this is you being recognized, maybe financially. You're going to cry, you know, you're going to cry because you're being recognized for that very thing I just said, for what you've been able to do and what you do, you know, what you do for people. Don't think they haven't been noticing. They have. And you're going to find out, okay? So I know you feel like you're not going on somewhere with some people some of the time, but things are going to turn around here. That people have been watching, okay? And maybe you need to look. Maybe this is you and only you. Maybe you need to look at how great you are. Like when you see that all laid out on paper, everything you've been able to do and what you've been through, you're going to say, holy cow, I'm awesome. Look what, like, I'm amazing that I've been able to do all that, you know. The 7 of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds, and the Jack of Hearts. So the 7 of Diamonds is kind of a wishful thinking card. You know, what you're hoping or how you're thinking this is going to turn out. And this Queen of Diamonds is a green or blue-eyed woman. She probably has gray or white hair. She could be blonde in this case because of the cards around her here. Also, it could be a man as well, but whoever it is, it's almost like you're hoping that you've met someone. You're hoping that you might be able to get to know them a bit. You've sparked a like for someone or them for you. I think you could get a message of love, or you're hoping to. I think you're hoping to get a message of love. And I'm wondering if it's from this King of Clubs over here, this brown or hazel-eyed man. That, you know, it could be the one that you broke up from because, you know, this 2 of Spades is right above it. What's the last card here? Jack of Clubs. So let's put these together here. This is also kind of pointing towards the relationships, the friendships you have with your own sex. So your girlfriends or your guys you hang out with, and that the closeness that you're developing with these friends. Even though there's been some sort of a division, you know, there's some sort of obstacle. It's an obstacle. It's like a heartbreak. It's heartbreak in there somewhere between these 2 dark women. But otherwise, I think that right now they they're your biggest love. You know, I don't mean this in a sexual way. I mean it in a supportive friend way. Like, they're your tribe. They're there for you. So, anyway. Also, too, you might have a friend that's bringing you a message of another friend. You know, it's you know, the drums are beating. People are talking here, okay? And it looks friendly. It looks friendly. It looks helpful. Oh, there's your card. Didn't mean to do that. Aw, so cute. This is the Good Tarot. So it's the two, oops, I'll bring it over here. It's the Two of Water. Kind of looks funny. It looks like rays of water coming down from the... Anyway, it's got these two goldfish, and they're swimming in opposite directions. You see that? They're swimming in opposite directions. On its own, this card means that emotionally you're going in the opposite direction of someone else. You're crossing paths. This could be, you know, as far as an old relationship. But I think that you might be crossing paths with someone new. This King of Clubs, I think he could be someone new. And at this point, you're just crossing paths. But it's like, who's that? And there's something about them. You know, they might have similar interests as you do. And so you're able to talk and find some common ground there and stimulate each other in a way. It's there's some sort of stimulation going on. Anyway, it's crossing paths. At this point, it's just crossing paths. That's hard to say. Anyway, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And I hope it resonates. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't be afraid to comment, too. I love your comments, and I read them all. So, talk to you soon. Bye.